This is our day off podcast, PRI edition, and we're here with Aaron with PRP Seats. And I was actually introduced to you by Mr. Adam Woodley of Wide Open Design. He said, we were sitting here on the podcast, and he said, you know who you got to have on? You got to have Aaron from PRP Seats. He's the guy. He's got some awesome stories. And behind the awesome stories, I'm interested in PRP Seats.
All right. Yeah, I was a great dude.
I race them in all my race cars and love them.
Cool. I like to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Tell us about PRP. Like, I know huge in the industry, obviously, kind of pioneering a few things, you know, through the years.
Yeah, for sure.
Where did it start? How did it start for you?
Well, it started just from a passion for off-road. So I grew up off-road industry. You know, my dad motorcycle rode, and, you know, we did dune buggy stuff in the Southern California desert. So that was really how I grew up. And then as I got older, you know, wanting to do all my own, build my own vehicles and do stuff on my own. And a buddy of mine from high school, his dad grew up racing. I never raced. We were always just kind of play riding, you know? And so he wanted to build a race car. And so we went around and kind of gathered up some parts that his dad had laying around in the garage, and we were short a few things. So went down to a local off-road shop and said, hey, we need seats, pedals, tires, a few things we were missing. And the seats never showed up. So we built a couple for that race car. We were racing Glen Helen. Sucked. Oh, you did horrible. Horrible. Let's stick to play riding. But the one thing that did come out of it was, you know, we kind of saw a little opportunity, a little hole in the market with some seats. So we went back to his dad's shop and made some seats, put them in the back of my pickup truck, drove around town to all the off-road shops and said, hey, we got 6 seats. And a guy, Gary from B&R Buggies in Oceanside, bought all of them and said, you should go home and make more of these. So exactly what we did. And we've been doing it and listening to customers tell us what to do for years, and it worked out great for us.
Well, you guys have definitely built one heck of a product. I'm telling you that. And you don't just do seats, right? There's other things now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, the seats led to seat belts. We do a lot of vehicle specific bags, you know, that fit in certain
door bars and all
door bags.
Things,
and yeah, exactly. So, window nets, that's another thing that the racers use quite a bit of. So, you know, anything custom cut and sew stuff is really our specialty. So we've got, about 25. So, you know, people that do in the cut and sew side that do that. We've got, a pretty decent size fab area for all of our suspension seats are all steel frame. So we've got a few guys there that do, you know, bending steel, welding steel. So
you're building the seat from the ground up.
Ground
like
up.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Seat wise, you know, if anybody's in the Southern California area wants to come by and check out, in Temecula wants to come by and check out PRP Seats. I mean, we literally are doing everything right there in Temecula.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm going to come check it out.
Yeah, you should. It's pretty cool. Like if, you know, in town for hammers, it's not too far.
Sure.
So yeah.
I'll be out there for hammers. Obviously I go, you know, every year, and this year's a little bit different for me because usually I'm racing, obviously.
Yeah.
This year, you know, funding is a little weird. So I just decided to just take a break and focus more on the podcast and kind of take more of a, behind the scenes role a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, if that makes sense, because it's my life. You know, I can't not be involved. I have to be involved somehow. So it's kind of turned into this a little bit, and, you know, getting to meet cool people like yourself and interview people. And I think the podcast is going to be brought to Hammers this year. So
really?
Yeah.
Heck
so
yeah.
Dave was on, and we're in the talks a little bit about getting it involved with the show somehow. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. It'll be fun. But I'm definitely going out. I'm helping John Goodby build the track too. I run heavy machinery, so
Cool.
I'll be helping him build the short course. So I'll be out there. I'll be out there for a long time. So maybe I'll get a chance to sneak away and come check it out.
Hammertown is definitely somewhere you need to sneak away from if you're going to be there for that long.
It seems like every year I'm like, I'll tell my buddies when we go out, I'm like, we're going to make it a little shorter this year, and it never ends up that way. It never ends up that way. We're always there forever. And then when I race, I take it super seriously. I mean, I've done well at Hammers in the past, and I pre-run like an animal. Like
Yeah.
that's my game. Like
Mandatory.
people know me well for my pre-running and my note taking because I run solo. So
Okay.
it's all on me, you know. So
Yep.
I'm there for a long time usually is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And but I love it. I love the industry. And it's really interesting for me now, going from racer to now meeting people like yourself that I've been using your products for a really long time in race cars and
Cool.
play cars, you know,
Yeah.
whatever we're doing, and kind of getting to put faces to names. Does that make sense? You know, I know PRP, but I don't know Aaron. You know, so it's really really neat for me to be able to kind of put it together.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
really really awesome, really really awesome. But PRP, was there ever a thought when you started? You know, you got together with your buddy and made a couple seats and kind of went around, and did you ever think you'd make it to here?
No, I mean, I still look at I still get like goosebumps when I see somebody that I don't know that has a seat. I'm like, oh my God, look at that guy's running PRP seat. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So it is still cool to see him in the wild. And I mean, it's just an industry I'm so passionate about. It every time there's an idea to gear PRP to something outside the off-road industry, it's so difficult for me. It's just, my passion is here. This is what I know. And, it's hard to think of anything outside of off-road. So all my ideas always are right back to my core, what I know. So.
And so was PRP, so PRP has been kind of geared around off-road this whole life. Now, do you guys dabble, you produce seats for like, say, drift cars or running around cars? Is that a thing also?
We definitely do. We definitely do. And that's something that's been really cool about being at PRP or PRI. This is our very first time here, and hearing from customers that are like, oh, I have I have your seats in a drag and drive car. I'm like, what the heck is that? Show me. Show me pictures. What are you putting it in, And it's, the customers have always guided PRP. It's something I've taken a lot of pride in, as our team has always really listened to what customers want. And this is great because it opens up tons of opportunity for us coming out here, listening to them, telling us, this is how we use your product. If you made it a little different or you did this, we could use them for all. It would open the door to all these others. Well, shoot, let's do it.
That's so cool.
What we need to do. Yeah.
So I can't believe this is your first PRI.
I know, huh?
It's kind of crazy.
Industry, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're doing the SEMA.
Yeah.
It's in your backyard, kind of, sort of. So PRI is far for you, being in Indianapolis and you're in Southern Cal. So it's kind of you maybe thought like, maybe not our market, but you'd be surprised, man. Yeah. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of guys on this East Coast area that have been running your stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you came out. It's cool that you came out. I'm sorry about the weather, Indiana.
Holy cow, this is cold.
Indiana makes bad choices as far as weather goes.
Yeah. And then the show's in December. Like, I'm sure Indiana has some good weather sometime. How come we're not here then?
Yeah, it's a very short window.
Oh, okay. All right.
That may be the problem.
It's only allowable to be enjoyable for a short period.
We have a very short window in the summertime where it's like decent. It's either way too hot or this. So
yeah. I'm a little concerned about driving back to the hotel.
I'm always
pretty nasty.
I'm always bummed. It's like a weird feeling because we love coming to Hammers and we love coming to Southern California in the middle of February.
Yeah.
Or the beginning of February. We all want to get out of this. And then we get to Hammers and you're there for about, I don't know, a week. And you're like, I think I'm done with Hammers.
Yeah. I'm always so excited to get there and so excited to leave.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, at least when you leave, you get to go back to sunny California and we get to come back to this.
Right.
So it's even worse. And we have to drive 32 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
I'm never envious of the drives people talk about. Oh, it took me 4 days to get here. And I guess I'll quit bitching about my 3-hour drive then.
Yes, please. But I mean, it works both ways. I mean, you came all the way out here for this. So, I mean, it works both ways and, it all evens out at some point. But I did want to mention to you that one thing I've noticed about PRP in particular is it seems to me like you guys always kind of think outside the box a little bit. Like your seats always have like a little bit of flair, it seems like.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Is that like your style, or do you have somebody that helps you with that?
No, I mean, we've got a really talented group at PRP. I mean, there are some guys that come up with some just wild stuff because we got a lot of passion at the company. A lot of people that are into off-road or into tuner cars or whatever they're into and whatever they're bringing, adds that flair. And then, the customer feedback helps a lot too. But we're constantly looking for, a little hole in the market, maybe somewhere we could differentiate ourselves. So, some of the stuff that we've done recently that we're really stoked on is, like we've got that cam belt that I was just showing some guys, cam lock belts, been around forever, but they have not been great in the dirt. So we've made one with a sealed cam system, right? So as you latch it, it's completely sealed, keeps the dirt and grime and stuff out,
That's excellent.
Which is the death of a cam belt. So
yeah, absolutely.
it's just taking something that's out there, and how can we make it for off-road if it's not intended for off-road, or how can we make it better? So
very cool, very cool. So you guys have a pretty big team, or how big is PRP? Like, how many people are you thinking right now?
There's 80 to 90 people there, depending on how busy we are. Yeah,
pretty good,
pretty good,
pretty
yeah,
decent.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So
and that's really interesting to hear that you guys make everything like literally in house.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty rare. It's pretty rare, honestly.
That is very rare, and it's all U.S. made. Because you're in Southern California, which is really cool to hear.
Yeah.
Has being in Southern California been like? I mean, I have to imagine it's probably like the mecca of what you do, right?
Yeah.
Like all the pre-runner guys, all the desert guys, all the weekend warrior people there, and they always want to make the coolest looking stuff.
Right,
so, I mean, I feel like that's the perfect spot.
That's definitely helped. That definitely helps us.
Yeah. Have you, do you have any like places outside of California that sell your stuff, or how does that work? We have to come direct to PRP?
No, definitely. We've got a great dealer network. I mean, I think our product is one of those things you really need to sit in it. You really need to touch and feel it. And then, so we've got a good dealer network. Like Adam at Wide Open, he's a great one to use if you're in the South. He's out of Tennessee. So, he's a good one. We've got several other dealers around that stock our products. You can sit in it, try it out. And then, once you find the seat you like, then you can get online and totally personalize it.
Gotcha.
Did it exactly like.
Yeah, and that was, I think, leading us into my next question. Like your online presence, is it as simple as call you and kind of give you stuff? Is it email based back and forth, or can they go right online and kind of design a seat?
Yeah, the website's pretty powerful. I mean, you can go on and visualize exactly what you're getting. Right, I want this seat with pink stitching and yellow on the back and my logo embroidered here, and we do all that, and you can visualize it all before you order and click buy when you're done, and you hopefully get exactly what you picked out.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure there's those things that happen.
Oh yeah, there's definitely.
I'm sure you pride yourself in making the best product right out of the gate.
We do.
And I've used your stuff. My current race car and the drift truck both have your seats in them, and they have my logo in it. It's race driven off-road. He's out of Escanaba, Michigan. It's
Heck yeah.
The guy who's sponsored me for many, many years, and he uses your seats in his short course cars too. So
did you go through that process, or did you do it via email or phone call? I mean, all of those options work.
I did. So me personally, it was just email back and forth.
Yep.
Kind of gave him, sent the PDF of the logo, and said this is what the logo. I want the logo right. If I'm not in the car, I want it right behind my head, basically. Yep. So when I'm out of the car, you can see it like in photos and stuff like that. And got some match stitching on the outside with a black seat and I can't remember what texture we'd use off the top of my head on these ones. I think it's pretty standard, but they're dope.
Cool.
They're sweet. They're sweet. Yeah. I love them. I love them. Lots of amazing products coming out of PRP.
Yeah.
I'm very, very pumped with it. Do you guys do steering wheels too?
We do. We do steering wheels. We pride ourselves on having one of the strongest steering wheels, in the industry. So we spent quite a while figuring that out, getting the strength that we need out of it. We'll do a flat, a deep, a D wheel, leather, suede, several different color options. So
gotcha.
Yeah, we
gotcha.
Steering wheel, seat belts, limit straps. That's another thing that's
that's right.
That we build there. That's really strong 10,000 pound limit straps.
I've got your limit straps on my drift truck.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we took a Can-Am X3 and we put a fiberglass Ford Raptor body on it. And slammed it down, all custom bodywork, custom dash and bed in it, and it's got a big wing on it. Kind of looks like envision like a Ken Block style drift truck.
And why does that need a limit strap?
So currently it needs the limit strap because it has my Hammer suspension on it. So we've got it lowered down and we just adjusted the adjusters way up. This is kind of a concept vehicle to like make sure it works how I envisioned it.
Okay.
And what we were having a problem with at first was we can lower it and we can get it to sit ride height where we want it. But as soon as you started to drift it, the shocks would unload. Really far, and it would almost like lift the car up, and I was like, it's not handling the way I wanted it to do it, but I don't want to like send these shocks off the double E and have them shorten the shafts and do all this crazy stuff to get it where I want it. I want it to work first, before I commit to that.
Yeah.
So we just ordered some of your limit straps and,
Perfect.
took a measurement and threw some limit straps on it. So that keeps it from unloading.
Got it.
That's all it does.
Right.
And it works great. It worked great. Rory had us out. Rory from King of the Hammers had us out to the Sand Sports Show in California. And then we went to Pomona.
That's a wild show, huh?
We went to Pomona for the off-road show. And we just did the burn yard. And dude, what a blast!
Yeah,
what an absolute blast we had. Me and Chase were out there, so it was a wild time. We had a lot of fun. So and we're kind of in the works of redoing the drift truck now, lightening it up. Because like I said, we took a Hammers car basically.
Yeah.
Which is super beefy, super heavy, bunch of A-arms and all this crazy stuff. And the plan is to strip all that off of it, make it super light. It's already like 400 horse on E85, big turbo, big injectors, so it's gnarly. Yeah. And I mean, you can cyclone 4-wheel burnouts like nothing. So it's a bit of a showstopper. We really love it, and that's kind of the next. Again, I'm not going away from racing, but I'm just kind of diversifying, trying new things, trying new stuff. We go to LS Fest and stuff like that and try different things. I may have the opportunity I had the opportunity this year to do a drag and drive where they do the Sick Week in Florida, where we go to Cletus's place and stuff like that. And I'm going to have to bail on that, unfortunately, because now I've been hired to go to Hammers and build the track. So it's a real bummer because I was really looking forward to that. My buddy's big in drag racing. His name's Al Holmes, and he's got a really impressive drag car. It has PRP seats in it. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're all involved somehow, whether it's drag racing or off-road. But yeah, I love it. I
love hearing the stories of where our product's being used. That is really neat.
Well, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Really cool.
We use them for all sorts. So we even use them for mock-up for the drift truck for like the limit straps. We didn't even really know if it was going to work, but I was like, just order them. It's all right. We'll use them somewhere.
Yeah, it's an inexpensive item. It's cheap enough to get a shot.
Well, and we wanted to make sure that it did what we want. Like that's the most important part. And now that we've kind of got that dialed, it's time to send the shocks off, get the shocks cut and valved for what it's supposed to be for, so we have the right ride height. I don't know if we'll need the limit straps at that point or not. Maybe for adjustability. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Lots of little tweaks coming in because it's not meant to be that thing, Yeah, it's a Can-Am X3 built to race off road, and we're taking and putting on asphalt basically in 4-wheel drive drift mode. So
that's what's great about this industry is there's nothing that's meant to be. It's us just being creative and figuring stuff out, right?
Yeah. Very true. That couldn't be more true. Actually, I mean that's how your whole company started.
Exactly. That's how it started. Let's just figure it out.
Yeah, we'll just make it. It didn't show up. Let's just build it. And we do that all the time. It's a running joke in our friend group. We say I tried to rely on so and so and they couldn't get it done, so I had to buy the machine to make it.
Yeah,
and we do it all the time. I have friends in our hometown, and a lot of them were here this weekend. They're gone now, but they've created entire business models around tried to get a product. They couldn't get it or couldn't deliver, and they said, "All right, well, I'm just going to make it."
Figure this out.
And then now that's what they do.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool.
Well,
it's pretty cool.
This industry's full of stories like that. I love to hear them. So
yeah, same. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you were packing up over there when Woodley introduced us, so I don't want to take you away. But he made it very clear that I needed to have you on. So
I'm glad he grabbed me. This is great. I love telling the story.
I appreciate you coming on. Absolute pleasure, sir. PRP Seats is a legend in the game. So what's real quick before we go, and I wanted to ask it, and I almost forgot. What's the future? Like, do you have any new products? Anything that we need to be looking out for? Do you have stuff on the horizon?
Well, we're constantly working on new stuff and constantly trying to figure out how to improve our product, take it to the next level. And this actually opens some doors. Get some customer feedback here of what we could do a little different with, maybe kind of blending the suspension seat comfort with the the hard shell composite race seat. So that's kind of got our minds going lately of trying to figure out some sort of hybrid and kind of mixing those together. So yeah, that's at least that's what's got me excited this weekend. But who knows, the way my brain works, it's always like something stupid.
Yeah, squirrel.
Tomorrow, exactly. Tomorrow will be something different. But but right now, we're working on just trying to step the game up in the seat seat world. So it's we're one of the few companies left doing custom suspension seats. We've taken the hard shell seat from something that was really just intended for street use and tried to make it off-road hard shell seat, which nobody's really kind of lots of people are focused on it now, but nobody was, 10 years ago when we were messing with it. So
very cool.
Constantly paying attention and just trying to raise the bar a tiny bit.
Yeah, very cool. Hey, Chase, I'm thinking now that he said it and you just said think outside the box, I think we need PRP podcast seats.
Oh yeah.
I think we need PRP
sure.
podcast seats. So
Yeah.
possibly on the horizon, like I may mention to you, we're working with Dave Cole with King of the Hammers, and we might be doing the podcast on the stage at Hammers this year.
Oh yeah.
As like another way to get media out. That'd be sweet to have PRP seats up there.
Yeah.
We could
Just thinking about how hard it is holding my head up in here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll be in touch. That'd be awesome. But
That'd be a good place to do it, right down the corner.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
come down and take a look at the shop and pick up your new podcast seats.
let's go, baby.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. Well, Aaron, is an absolute pleasure, sir.
Yeah, real nice.
Thanks
meeting
for
you.
coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
very much. This is our Day Off Podcast PRI edition, and we'll see you guys all later.
Adios.
Thank you.